love you and we thank you for this day. We thank you for this opportunity to gather together as a community. We just pray you would bless our meeting. Bless all the people who came out tonight, God. We just pray your continued protection over our community, over our county, God, and over the state of Indiana, Lord. And we put you first, and we're thankful to live in a community that puts God first. And we just pray that you would continue to bless your people. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. I forgot that it made a noise when it turns off.
I tell you what, blame it on me. Okay, Charlie, blame it on me.
Okay, at this time, we'll go ahead and get started with our works. It's 5:45, July 22nd. May I have roll call, please?
Kenny Willis,
Present.
Charlie Cochran.
Here.
Jim McDonald,
Here.
Jenny Stephenwell.
Here.
Cliff Bridges, Sally Duncan here.
Had a chance to review the minutes from the July 8th, 2025 meeting. Any additions or corrections? If not, a motion to accept as presented.
I'll make a motion that we accept them as presented.
Have a motion on the table. Do I have a second?
Second.
Have a second. All in favor, say aye.
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 All opposed, same. All right, thank you. Chance to review the claims from the July 22nd, 2025 meeting. Any additions or corrections? If not, a motion to accept as presented.
I move we accept the claims as presented.
I have a motion on the table to accept. Do I have a second?
I will second that motion.
I have a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same. All right, thank you. In over unfinished business, I reached out to Jason Tiller with NDOT for an update on the trees down here in 64. They called him twice and he never returned my phone call. So I did put a call out to Senator Schmidt and Cindy Ledbetter to see what our state senator and representative did down on that tree. So I'll try to report back at the next meeting. Here at the community center, the grease trap's been installed. They had to have a new garbage disposal, so we got that put in. At the time I'd done this, I didn't realize that the lights in the bathroom and on both flagpoles, Joni had to order the parts. They had to come in. They are all working now, so that's all been taken care of. So, any question on the unfinished business? If not, we'll move on into new business. We are planning to start flushing fire hydrants the week of August 11th. It'll go out on the water bills at that time. Information will be put on Facebook, and hopefully there will be no issues and they can get them all flushed in that 1 week. We usually try to flush hydrants twice a week, or twice a year, so hopefully we can get it done then, and maybe towards the springtime flushing again. So, the update on the permit for the stage at the new lake, we will finally, what they told me to do was totally wrong, what I was trying to fill out. Couldn't get, I could only get so far and then they would kick me out. Finally, last week, we got the right papers and Sally had to send in a payment to them. I think it was $150. And so hopefully we get good news here soon that we can go ahead and finish that out and have that ready. Y'all seen the bench out here at the walking path back on our 4th of July celebration. Lady backed into one of our benches and did damage. I had to order it and it came in yesterday. So the guys will get it put together and get it mounted. So we'll get that put on out there. So everything will be okay with that. So, any questions on new business for the table?
I have one.
If not, we'll go into department heads. Police chief,
Just two things, sir. One, I talked to this is the first chance I've had to actually let y'all know. I've talked to the jail commander in reference to the PBTs that we were discussing.
yeah.
The ones that we were looking at are the ones that they have, and I was advised that they worked perfectly fine, so we should have no issues with that. Second is, I'd given y'all a copy of a quote that was to another agency here in Gibson County, from Chris, the computer guru at the sheriff's office, for the laptop computers that go in the cars. That was the quote at that time that he had received in reference to them at the time. I was advised before the start of the meeting that apparently our IT guy can get the same computers for $24.50 per unit, as opposed to what the quote was at that time, which was between March 18th and 25th. So if it would be possible, I would request we purchase 4 new computers, so that way we know they're going to be compatible with the software changes that are going to be taking place.
So the total price is $24.50 per computer.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna put 4 computers in our 4 main cars, correct?
Yes, sir.
And will our e-ticket printers and all that, whatever, all work with those computers?
Yes, sir. Everything should match up perfectly.
So you're asking a motion to purchase 4 computers at $24.50, I think that's $7,500. $9,800, boy, I was off on that.
Well, you're quick.
$9,800 for the 4 computers.
I guess.
Unless the sheriff wants to pay for them, I mean, it's his quote.
Be financially embarrassed if I had to do that.
So I'm asking for a motion to go ahead and purchase these.
I'm assuming we have funds for this.
You will when the additional appropriations are
Okay.
agreed upon.
Then I will make a motion that we purchase the 4 computers for the police department vehicles for $2,450 each.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Have a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same. All right. Are you gonna order these tomorrow, or you want me to order them, or?
I can try to reach out to Tim tomorrow and see about, because that was something else that I had been advised that the noted, I didn't.
You may call him tonight, because he said if you got them tonight, to
Okay.
go on after meeting.
But- Yeah, he said that if we get them ordered by tomorrow, we can have them in by, what, 4 August.
Any updates on our cars?
What was that, McGregor? Was it the light bar we were waiting on that they were trying to figure out?
No, for the power supplies for the computers,
Okay.
so you know what computers we're gonna use, all that. We're simply waiting in line, because there's several cars in front of ours yet. We're waiting in line, and then to make up the decision, which what you and I discussed the other night on light bar versus the interior lights, and if we're gonna be able to fund for the side lights, et cetera. So I need to finish up on that.
Okay.
So you are gonna go with light bars?
Actually, I think we discussed the uniformity of that as well as the underlights. Mike, what are those called? I keep wanting to call them fender lights. The lights,
Proper panel lines,
rocker panel lights. We can get more light out of them than we can out of an alley light on a light bar. So as far as safety and lighting up the scene and everything on that, is that what we agreed on?
well, I mean, that's what, was an option, to get a tricolor light, then those waving lights are $800 per side. So it'd be $1,600 extra per car for those particular lights.
Okay.
What was the difference in the price there?
Do you remember what the difference in the price was? The reason I'm going to Officer McGregor is because he's been the one that's been dealing directly with
Right,
cops
yeah.
gear. Do you remember what the difference in the price was on those? the light bar versus the,
It's $800
The light
cheaper.
bar versus the interior lights turn out to be about $400 cheaper than the windshield and back window lights. The light bar actually turned out to be about $400 cheaper. So then to get the side warning, which we were discussing, well, to have those, yeah, red, blue, we cut the cost down a little bit.
Mhm.
But in order to have the alley lights on the side, that's where it's $800 per side, $1,600 per car, so you figure 16 times 2 is going to be that much more, plus $800 more for the interior lights for both vehicles.
okay.
So $2,400 a car, is that, did I understand you right, 1,600 for the bottom lights?
1,600 for the bottom lights, and then for the interior lights, they're around 400 more
Okay.
versus the light.
So that's about $2,000 a car, is that right? I know, I spoke with the insurance company and discussed that the insurance company would prefer a light bar for the simple fact our community's elderly and the light bar, they would see that better front, side, back than the interior lights, so. And then, only thing I could say, Tim, what you ought to do is try to call our insurance company and talk to them and see what you can find out from that. And, we'll go with recommendations on that. Can you do that tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay. Give Doug a call and you talk to him and we'll go from there. If that's okay with the board.
Good.
Okay. I guess, can we go ahead and get a motion to proceed with the purchase of whatever the insurance company agrees to? Is that up to a certain, yeah, up to a certain amount? So if he goes with the interior lights, it's gonna be $2,000 more on the car than the light bar, correct?
That's with the rubber panel lights added on, yes, sir.
So what's the light bar? You know, I mean, approximately price of the light bar? So it's 2,000 or $4,000, right?
2,000 per bar, so we have a $4,000 per se, 2,400 for the
Yeah.
interior lights.
Okay, all right. All right, we got time to decide that, now, can we do that in the next meeting? Or do you need
Yeah,
to do that?
he's kind of wanting so he can get everything, make sure it's in,
Okay.
so when the cars go in, that's what he's waiting on, because I need the model
All right,
number, the
let's-
computer, and then whatever lights, but I mean, we can postpone it a little bit.
Let me ask for a motion to not go over $4,400 on the light bar's 2,000, the interior lights are 2,000, correct?
Around 2,400.
2,400. I don't know how we do a motion on that. Yeah, I think we'll have to wait on that, so. All right. Is that all you had, Tim?
Yes, sir.
All right. Parks Director.
I don't have a whole lot, Mayor, just one thing, our earthquake auger, whenever we was gonna install all the grills out at the lake,
Yeah.
it won't run on us. That thing's quite a few years old. It's a 43 cc, the earth auger, and we're gonna use it, like I said, for 17 hose to put grills, new grills out there. It won't even idle or anything. Now, the new one, I've located a new one, they're $222.49. So, I mean, if I take this thing somewhere and get it worked on, I mean, it's gonna eat probably close to that up in just labor, somebody tinkering with it. So, I mean, I'd like to have a motion to purchase a new one.
I move we allow him to purchase a new auger for the park.
Okay. Do I have a second?
I'll second
I have a
that.
second by Mr. Willis. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
Thank you, that's all I've got.
All right. Adam Chip, code enforcement.
Yeah, this past couple of weeks, I've had to run up 3 different yards, most of them on South Lincoln Street. I think I submitted 2 work orders, and that's all.
The work orders on South Lincoln, is that the ones we talked about?
Yes,
One of the weeds is about 4 foot tall all the way
Yes.
around it, same person
I
owns?
don't know that I haven't, no, I don't think there's a work order on that yet.
Okay,
The time is, the 10 days are quite, just, yeah, they're almost,
okay, all
they're
right.
not up yet.
one other thing, the trailer that burned on the corner of Franklin and Division Street, we need to watch that. I think our ordinance says 60 days after the insurance, fire marshal lets it go. I know they're waiting an investigation because it was burnt too bad. So we may want to watch that here in the next week and go ahead and flag it. I put stuff on your desk where to send the letter about getting it cleaned up. Okay?
Thank you, sir.
All right. Any other business from the table? If not, I ask a motion to adjourn.
Go ahead.
I move we adjourn.
I have a motion by Charlie, do I have a second?
I'll second that motion.
I have a second by Mr. Willis, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, all right, thank you. At this time, we'll go ahead and start our council meeting. Pledge allegiance, please. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Go ahead and get started with our county council meeting for July 22nd. And have roll call, please.
Here.
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 Here. Here.
Had a chance to review the minutes from the July 8th meeting. Any additions or corrections? Not a motion to accept as presented.
I make a motion.
I have a motion by Councilmember Gregor.
I'll second.
I have a second by Megan. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same. All right. Review of the claims from the July 22nd, 2025 meeting. Any additions or corrections? Not a motion to accept as presented.
I'll make a motion.
I have a motion by Councilwoman Bethany.
I'll second.
I have a second by Councilman Egador. All in favor, say aye. All opposed, same. All right, thank you. There's no minutes or no information for East Gibbs Park Territory. They didn't have a meeting. Unfinished old business, I guess you've seen with the community crossing grant got started. They've got the sidewalk from the Baptist parking lot up to Clay Street. They should get started on going from Clay to Franklin Street. So hopefully they get that started before the school starts. If you go down to the west end of that, there'll be a brick wall put where that comes up. You'll see where the wall came around the corner. They'll go ahead and bring that wall up. But there'll be a sidewalk. You know, if you look, we'll have pretty good sidewalks almost 3/4 of the way around town. We'll work on the other part. But, once they get that done, they're gonna move over to Vine and Cherry Street. We have to take some trees down that was in the grant before they can get the sidewalk in there. And then I think they're gonna move to Jackson Street. And, I think that's it on sidewalks. And they've got some storm sewers and stuff they're gonna put in. So, glad to see that started. We did find out that there will not be another, July, right? Yeah. So, I don't know if we'll go in on that or not. I tell you what I'd like to do, I'd like to go to a community, that's doing this, new chip and seal. Because we have some roads in town that are in still good shape, but they've got little cracks and grass growing through them, but we could probably take our community crossing grant and go a little farther if we did that to some of our streets. Now, some of them that are bad, we do need blacktop. Try to find out a community that's doing that, maybe some of us can take a drive over and see how that all works. I know, up towards, Kentland, Indiana, they're chip and sealing 41, and they're using the little pea gravel, the river pea gravel, and it works out really well, you know, no dust or anything, so we'll see what we can do on that. I don't know if y'all knew, after the storm on Thursday night, the 17th, a big tree fell through our big shelter house back here. We were thankful that Sloan Street Service was right there to get that tree off of there. Spoke with our insurance company, spoke to the adjuster last night. I'm waiting now to get a price on repairing it. The tree, I mean, we were blessed because the tree fell out between the rafters, so there's really not a lot of damage there. I mean, it took out some support to the boards there, but hopefully we can get that repaired as soon as possible. Got to discuss the GO bond memorandum. Basically what that is we just need to advise the city board of works that the funds in the GO bonds are needed to pay the buy system annual premium for our water department. So,
That's for the maintenance agreement with Lloyd Systems for all of our programs through these.
I get a motion to go ahead and pay that.
I'll make a motion.
And a motion by Mike,
I'll second.
second one by Bethany. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, I've been discussing with Duke and Midwest Engineering out here for our electricity for the lift station at Oakland Gardens. They're gonna have to come in, we're gonna have to bore underneath the highway, so I've got a meeting with them Friday with Duke and Midwest out there to find out exactly where things have to be. When we first started this, we were gonna come in across the property of that house on the west side, or east side, and since we didn't do that, the electric has to be rerun, because they thought those trees would all be taken out, so I'll give you more input on that. I did get a price, if we had this bore underneath the highway, it'd be about $4,500, and that is with the crew that's gonna bore for the water line. So, I asked a motion, if that is what we have to do and that price is good, while they're here, can we go ahead and bore the 8-inch casing underneath the highway for the electric, so we don't have to call them back in, it would be more if we do that.
I
I
move,
asked a motion for, up to $4,500 to bore underneath, 357.
I'll make a motion.
I have a motion by Megan. Do I have a
Second.
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 Second by Charlie. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, thank you. We were advised last week that the greenery bushes out here around the flagpole have bagworms on them. And you have to have a special license to come and spray for that. So we haven't been able to find any in the county that has that license. So we talked to the landscaping company that did our landscaping for our signs and for City Hall. And he's gonna send me a price about pulling all those trees out and planting new ones. I don't have a price yet on them, but we were told we need to get them out as soon as possible because they will go to our other trees and kill them. So, as soon as I get a price, I'll let everybody know on that. And I was hoping we'd have one tonight so we can move forward on that. But, I don't know, we just didn't have time to get it done or what. July 10th, we had a Zoom meeting with the Minneapolis grant that we have received $150,000 for environmental studies. And on the phone call, they were telling us how we could use the money and what we could do and what we can't do. And it's still a little foggy, but we have they have deposited $75,000 in our account, so that's a good sign. But we're really not sure exactly what all we can spend that on. So hopefully here in the near future, we'll have more information on that. want to invite every one of the council members and the community to Thursday on July 24th at 10 a.m. We are going to cut the ribbons on the Oakland Gardens here in Oakland, and I think Patty Van Over and them are going to help us do that, so we're excited about that. You know, that building's been there, the old Spalding, for 2 decades plus, and it's a nice welcome into our community. Now we've got some nice homes, and hopefully it'll bring new families, new kids to our community. So if you can be there, July 24th at 10 a.m., we'll do the ribbon cutting. It probably won't last long because it's going to be hot.
And guys, just make
Sure.
so you know, just make sure you wear appropriate footwear. There's still not electricity or water out
Yeah.
there, so just be mindful of that as well.
Yeah. We all have 2 units cleaned that we can tour, was told that by Randy today, so that's exciting news for us. Met with Logan Mealy with RWE Clean Energy about the Francisco Solar Storage over there. We had a good meeting, not much I can tell you about. They're gonna do it at the Peabody reclaimed ground. Patty, you may know more about that than I do.
Yeah, they are good on the reclaimed ground.
Great, yeah. So, they've got 30-year lease is what I understand. So, he said he would come back and talk to me. He wanted to know if we had any projects here in town that we were looking to do, and I gave him a list of things, so hopefully he comes back with a good checkbook. But,
So that's not really the Francisco site, that's the Himmer,
no, the Hammer's out here east of.
Himmer's on reclaimed ground.
Yeah, southeast.
I'm sure that is, well, I thought.
Yeah, it is.
That's why I
It's
had-
on the north side of 64.
Yeah.
Oh, the north side,
Yeah.
the old
Yeah,
mine.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Something I'd like to bring up to the council, speaking with Midwest Engineering, I didn't realize this. On our community crossing grant, if we would pass an ordinance to name the roads out at the new lake, there'd be 3 of them this time. If we put a name on those and add them to our asset management on our roads, then they would be eligible for paving and stuff with our community crossing. And I think that'd be a good idea, because if we ever had to really do anything out there, it'd be tough to come up with the money to do that. So I'd like permission to have an ordinance drawn up and naming the three roads out there. And we'll come up with names with them at a later date, but I could try to get that into our asset management as soon as we can, so if we do our community crossings next time, we can have these three roads out there. So can I get a motion to go ahead and proceed with an ordinance to rename the roads at the new lake?
I'll make a motion.
Have a motion by Mike,
I'll second.
and have a second by Brady. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same. Okay, thank you. Want to remind everybody, August 7th, 8th, and 9th will be the annual corn festival here at the park. Parade will be Saturday the 9th. I think it starts at 10 o'clock, and it'll be from Maine, Columbia, out here. So, didn't know if the council wants to be a part of that parade or not. So if you do, we'll try to get popsicles ordered tomorrow and try to get them frozen in time. They probably won't last long, it's this hot.
Oh, do we know anything about the theme yet? Everybody's a little
It's called
confused.
Stars.
Everybody's a little confused on what it means.
Well, it means like a movie star, a sporting, an athlete, or something like that.
Okay,
So,
thank you.
What time do people have to be there for the parade?
I think if he's there by 9:30.
9:30.
Yeah, 9:30. And they're gonna line up like they did the last time.
Who's in charge of that?
Lions Club.
Well, like the head person
Yeah,
is who?
flyer, who you would
Okay,
contact.
okay.
James, do you know who to contact about the parade for the Lions Club?
I believe it's either Randy House or Sue Leffler.
I
Okay,
would say
Okay.
Sue.
all right. I think that's all I have. I have anything from the table here before I open up for?
I'd like to go back to the bushes out here. Could we make a movement that we okay you to make the decision on whether it's cost prohibitive or not to have them do that, and that way when you get the cost of it, you can go right ahead and have it done.
Yeah, we could do that as long as Sally and I agree on the money. I mean,
Yeah.
what they told us, and I think Sally was on this, I was actually in North Carolina, but they said that, and I didn't realize these bagworms will attach to the oak trees and stuff like that. And if you don't look, the one is already dead out there in the center. So, you know, that would be great if we could go ahead and put a price on it and then up to that amount. And then we can go from there if that's okay with the board.
I'd like to make a motion on that.
What do you want,
I make a motion that you, that we give you the authority to make the decision on whether it's too much or not, but to either go ahead with it or not.
All right, let's do a dollar sign. I don't think it'd be this much, let's just say $5,000 up to that.
Okay?
Okay with everybody? Charlie made a motion, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Have a second by Megan. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you, guys. All right. No other,
Mayor, I have a
I was
question.
gonna ask.
Can you, I know that you've told me this before, can you tell us how people can go about applying for the new duplexes? And people are still saying that they are for sale and not for rent. They are for sale or they're for rent?
well, I really don't know, because at first they
Okay.
were for sale, and then they were for rent. I do know that there's a web page, it's called Oakland Gardens at HuronManagement.com.
How do you spell that?
There's some up at City Hall.
There's at City Hall? Okay, I'm getting a lot of questions about that
Well,
from
I
people.
am too, so,
Okay,
but I will tell you that I did talk to Jody. They have applied for phase 3 out there, so
so we don't know if they're for sale or for rent,
not yet.
but they are income-based?
Yes.
All of them? Okay.
That are, they're, well, I mean,
I was gonna say, I didn't think they
they're
were.
income based if they're for rent, but
Okay.
first they were gonna be sold, then they're gonna be rent, so I don't know exactly. We'll find out Thursday.
Oh, okay, cool.
That, I'm sure that confused you.
No, that's fine.
Okay. All right, any other comments? No, for citizens' comments.
On the, school starting up pretty soon.
Yep.
I think we've got to get the street department on, checking out low-hanging branches. If we need to make a list for them, I know East and Oak Street areas.
That is good, that's a good point, Mike. I will do a work order on, if you're out, Tim, if you're out, you see them, make notes of them. We'll get the city workers to get them trimming. I remember last year that buses were having issues. They did go down across from Double D Diner and cut that ditch.
Yeah, they cut all the way up to, in front of Taylor's, and then they also trimmed, down here across from On the Fly, and the trees that were blocking the view when we pulled out of the PD, so.
Yeah, I'll try to make a drive around, but if you guys are out, run around and see them, just jot them on, let me know. So, yeah, we'll get a work order on that.
And then one last thing, on the Mulberry Street ordinance that we did on making that a one-way,
Yes,
are those signs in yet?
yes, they are in.
Okay,
They are.
good. Today started day one of construction.
Right,
for
she
her
did,
driveway.
she did text me on that,
Yep.
yes. So we'll get them up this week.
Thank you.
This time, any citizens' comments?
Thank you, Mayor. Patty Van Oven with the Gibson County Chamber Office, and I just want to come and invite everybody to the ribbon cutting, but the mayor's already done that, but so please, I hope I see everybody there. We also have another ribbon cutting the day after, which is the Gibson County Ambulance Services new building in Princeton. So we invite you to that as well. It's at 3 p.m. on Friday. So there'll be a little open house, and they'll be able to show everyone the new building. So please come and join us with that as well. Also, the Chamber is doing a fundraiser right now that is called 144 Envelopes. If you have not heard about it or heard me talk about it or visited us at the fairgrounds, it is 144 envelopes that we are selling to raise funds for our scholarships that we give out. So we already give out 6 scholarships, 2 to each of the 3 high schools in Gibson County, but we want to raise funds to be able to give out more to different types of people and individuals. So non-traditional students, those that are going back to college, those that are already in college that are needing a little more to get them through, and some daycare colleges or daycare scholarships. So those are the types of scholarships that we're hoping to raise funds for. I do have envelopes available, and I can have them available for purchase tonight. So if anybody wants to learn more about it, please let me know.
Thank you, Valerie. Bob?
My name's Bob Sasadny, resident of Oakland City for about 20 years. I can't remember how many times I've brought it to the attention of the council about the condition of the entry ramp into the dumpster site. And I've been told every time that it would be looked into and would be taken care of at some time in the future. And I'm still waiting. I've got my application in at the coroner's office, but I hope I'm gonna get that repaired before I'm gone. So is there any indication of when this might be able to be taken care of?
It has been discussed at solid waste board meeting, and I was gonna wait until they start blacktopping to see what it would cost to go in there. That all had to be grounded out.
Right.
But they haven't been to town yet to blacktop yet, so I haven't had a chance to ask them.
Okay.
But Jim has been on the board, and I have brought that up.
It's probably one of the most, the busiest intersection in town, as far as the traffic going
And you're
across
right,
it.
if people turning in there can't keep stuff in that when they turn in, so, but yeah, it's being looked at.
I hope it'll be taken care of soon. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Hi there. I'm Chris Engel. I am currently the president of the Tri Kappa Oakland City Gamma Omega chapter. And we are, if you don't know what we do, we are a philanthropic women's organization in Oakland City that provides scholarships and local community support to our East Gibson residents as needed, or to students and things like that. Tonight we come to you asking or looking for a new place to hold our meetings. We meet 8 to 9 times a year, the third Monday of every month, usually we start about 6 till about 8:30 or 9 o'clock. So our ask is, we were wanting to see if we could use a small community center to move our meetings to. We currently meet at the library, and over the past couple of years, we've started to grow our organization in the community, and we're starting to run out of room. So we're just looking for a larger location to go. So that is our ask.
Is there a way you have, like, make a donation to it, for using it or something like
Yes.
that?
Yep, so that's what we wanted to talk to you about, to see what our options were. If there would be a charge that would be associated with it, or if, there was community work that we could do to help out around the building, or if a small donation could be made.
Open it up to the board's discussion. What do you want to do? You want to talk to them about it, or?
I mean, if they're willing to do some work around town, I'm not gonna say no, but I thought we had to donate that so many times a year that we had discussed something like that the last meeting.
Right.
I like the idea of the project. I think that's fair.
Okay.
I don't know what you would have in mind. Yeah.
Sweat equity right now. So, yeah, so we're willing to work with you on things, so,
Okay.
yes. All right,
So let's do this. If the board's okay, we'll pass, we'll meet and talk and
Okay.
get something worked out. Is that okay?
that
Fair
sounds
enough?
great, yes,
So we do
absolutely.
have to do that on scheduling on that, so there's,
Yeah.
double book
Yeah, right now, there's nothing on
on Mondays.
Okay.
When would this start?
So, I mean, last night we met at the library. If you knew by August, we would appreciate that. If not, it can, I believe, DC, we have a birthday, it's our birthday month. So we will be meeting at a different location. We have a dinner on that
September?
evening in September, so would be fine, yes.
Why
Yep.
don't you call City Hall tomorrow?
Okay.
And let's make a date that we can sit and talk and.
Okay.
get everything, if that's okay with the board.
Sounds
All right,
good.
yeah.
So you want me to go ahead and make a motion that we go ahead and meet and,
Is that indefinite, or do you want a limit on that? Like, we renew this every year, or?
you just need to bring the proposal back to the board?
Okay,
Yeah, we'll just have to do it every, from year to
Okay.
year. Yeah.
okay, that works. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
I'll make a motion.
Okay, so we'll get a proposal and I'll bring it back.